everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined in our TGIF edition. I'm Guard Swanson. Coming up on the show, Costco's food court menu gets a makeover, and one classic menu item is leaving for good. Find out if your favorite is on the chopping block. Plus, Seattle says sayonara to straws. Our panel weighs in on the city's new plastic straw ban. And soaking up some sun, this bear celebrates summer by throwing a personal party in someone's backyard. He is in a hot tub, folks. It is Friday, and that means, as always, we get things started with hot topics. And joining us on the panel today, Tammy Mutasa and Theron Zahn, both from Como News. Both have been on the show before, and good day. Glad you're here.
Contestants.
Thank you.
I didn't win the car last time.
But you're coming back. You're back for the consolation prize.
Yes,
okay, let's get right to this thing. Our first hot topic, prepare for a traffic nightmare. The Alaskan Way Viaduct and Battery Street Tunnel will close for 3 weeks this fall before the opening of the new Highway 99 tunnel. That means drivers are going to be forced to take alternative routes through downtown Seattle. Officials don't know the exact dates of the closure, but hope to give drivers at least a month's notice. I mean, here we go again. I mean, is it just me, or is it like every street is crammed with traffic these days?
Well, that's the price of our incredible growth around here, because you have to make things new to roads to be able to handle all the people. But one thing that's interesting is when that's finally done, you'll be able to go through the tunnel. I learned this the other day. There's going to be sort of a grace period for tolling. They're not going to toll the tunnel right away when it opens. So there's going to be like 6 months possibly where you can drive through the tunnel without paying.
Wow.
So maybe they'll get people accustomed to that. But you're right, that 3 weeks is going to be terrible.
But don't you think it's weird? We live in an incredible city, super progressive. We can't get the traffic problem solved. I don't understand it, especially
so
Mercer, that mess.
Well, part of it is, the people there. You see, how many out-of-state plates do you see? People are moving here, and so they have to relearn something we learned a long time ago.
All right, here we go. Our next hot topic, Costco's menu makeover. The popular Polish hot dog is leaving the menu at many Costco stores to make room for healthier choices. But never fear, the original all-beef hot dog combo isn't going anywhere. It's still just going to cost $1.50. So they're going to bring in something a little bit healthier. The pizza's still going to be there. The all 100% beef hot dog is, but the other one, the Polish, out the door.
Yeah. No, why are you? No, you go to Costco to eat the Polish dog and shop around and buy a lot of stuff that you don't need. Bring it back. Come on.
Yeah, if you're getting the 17-gallon jar of mayo, you're probably not thinking,
exactly.
Hope they got some healthy choices up there at the food bar.
Seriously, you're like, I want that Polish dog, a Coke, maybe sample some wine. Like, no, no.
I still love Costco, though. It's still a great spot, whether they're going to lose the Polish dog or not.
You know, one place that's really kind of odd to go to Costco, my buddy took me when I was on vacation, go to one of the Costcos in Hawaii.
What?
I have,
Really?
because they're incredibly popular there.
Oh my God.
You think they're jammed here. In Hawaii, it's the place to go, and there's all kinds of people just jammed
Costco and Hawaii, what a nice combo. All right, a good 1-2 punch. All right, we are keeping with our hot dog theme for our next topic. Joey Chestnut took down a record 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes to claim his 11th Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest title. That means, listen to this, 22,000 calories he sucked down. That's over 1,300 grams of fat. Is Chestnut's performance? Look at him eat here. I mean, he soaks the bread and then he sucks it down. Look at his face. That's a competitor right there.
That can't be fun.
I'm grossed out.
There can't be any fun about that.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times just in your life have you been and you go, oh, we got to go, and you try to eat something? It takes all the fun out of it.
See, now if it was a Costco Polish dog, I'm all over that, right?
I know, but I just throw up in my mouth. That's so gross.
It is disgusting, isn't it?
And I'm like, Joey, get something else to do.
Right.
That's all he does. Is
and what goes in has to come out at some point, right?
Well, he stays remarkably thin, considering 22,000 calories, and there's like 3,500 calories in a pound of fat.
Yeah.
So you can do the math. So he probably has to lay around for a while or go to the gym.
Oh, man.
Stop eating.
All right, our next hot topic, strawless in Seattle. The city's plastic straw ban went into effect this week. It's part of an effort to combat environmental problems, particularly ocean pollution. Comestible paper and plastic straws are still allowed under the ban. I'm going to miss the plastic straw. I get a Starbucks coffee every day.
The green straw, it's like an iconic thing these days.
It really is. I have to admit, though, last week I went into Starbucks and I took like 5 or 6 extra straws with me. I did.
Like
I
the
took them.
ones?
I'm sure you're not alone. I bet people are stocking up.
Yeah, that's
true. I did. So I'm going to wash, I guess, a couple of the straws and hang on to them for a while.
I had my favorite coffee place didn't have the little plugs.
So you
those too?
Well, no, they didn't have them, so I used to go to Starbucks and take them, and then go to my favorite coffee place. I just admitted that, but
That's
yeah.
stealing.
It kind of is a little bit. But they probably, will they still have those? Those are made of plastic. Maybe they won't have those
They
either.
said all plastic utensils, but that's a good question.
Yeah.
I didn't know about
Well, I
that.
think the straw, as long as they can come up with a straw that's just as usable and doesn't fall apart, then I don't think it'd be a
It's so
problem.
great for the environment, though.
Yeah.
Our next hot topic, bye-bye Bam Bam. Seahawks safety Kam Chancellor posted a message on Twitter indicating he's walking away from football. The four-time Pro Bowler suffered a season-ending neck injury last year. While the announcement isn't a surprise, it is sad to see Chancellor's career come to an end. And this was a guy that could take over football games. I mean, him in the lineup, you know they're going to have a great defensive day.
Oh, he could save a game. He was a one-man football team.
Yeah, he was incredible.
And you seeing it when that play happened when he was hurt. I mean, it was as if the whole city was holding its breath.
Yeah.
It was just scary.
You can't.
But that has to take a toll on your body at some point. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, as fun as it is to watch, it takes a toll on you.
Well, even when Peyton Manning had the surgery on his neck, I thought he was an idiot for coming back. If I play football and I have a neck injury, I'm never putting on another helmet.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah, it's so dangerous. I mean, the couple times that I've been able to be down on the field covering a game when first of all, they're huge guys.
Huge.
And one NFL player described coming back after, it's like the next day, it's like you've just been in a car wreck.
Right.
Every game's like being in a car wreck. That's what it feels like for them.
You never want to mess with the neck. All right, our next hot topic, there's nothing worse than being a lonely person. According to a new survey, loneliness has the same effect on mortality as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That makes it even more dangerous than obesity. The survey also found young people are more likely to report being lonely than senior citizens, and I think it all has to do with social media.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Totally, yeah, because people are more like obsessed with Facebook and Twitter instead of
selfies.
Yeah, make friends, go out, meet friends, meet men, do stuff.
Everybody's Facebook page is like it's done by their publicist. Very few people put something on Facebook that makes it seem like their life is miserable. Everyone's Facebook page is like, look how great my life is. I'm doing this. I'm
in Hawaii.
They take the picture and they probably do this. They probably do right back to this.
And they're like, I'm miserable.
It's like, smile. They're right back to like loneliness or something. But it kind of gives you this false idea that everyone's life should just be so much fun all the time when it gives you unrealistic.
And so many people judge themselves by other people too. Oh, and they're in Hawaii. Why can't I be in Hawaii?
Exactly.
I'm at work right now. What am I doing here?
Right.
Yeah,
well, you're
working.
making money to feed the kids.
All right, our next hot topic, a Midair meet cute. It all started when a couple asked a woman named Helen to switch seats so they could sit together. They joked that she might fall in love with her new seatmate. When the couple noticed Helen seemed to be hitting it off with the man next to her, they documented the entire encounter on Twitter, and it went viral. Hey, whatever works, right?
I love this story.
Do we know how this ended? Is this how they just walk away with suitcases?
They're kind of talking. They're talking.
I think
they're
the
talking
dude,
now.
Yeah, I think the dude
later talked about how they're still seeing each other.
Yeah, and he's
Really?
like an ex-professional soccer player.
Right.
See, this is why you should be nice, because then something better and hotter happens to you, right? You get a hot dude next to you.
And then how often do you sit next to somebody you really don't want to be sitting next to on a plane, and then you're sitting next to somebody who you really want to be sitting next to?
I guarantee
that is so cute.
They've already sold the movie rights to that. That's a total movie.
Books,
You're like,
yeah,
oh,
it's so
he's a model,
romantic.
and it's like, oh, I just happened to sit next to him. I wanted to sit there, and I'm sitting there, and
I know.
it's going to happen.
I'm trying it on the plane next time.
Okay, our next hot topic, a life lesson, don't hand feed sharks.
Ouch.
That's exactly what a woman in Australia did, and as you might expect, the shark bit her finger and dragged her into the water. Her friends immediately pulled her back onto the boat. She suffered a broken finger and a torn ligament. I don't care what kind of shark it is, the kind you can pet or not.
No.
If the shark is a shark, don't get near it.
No, hell no. Like, why are you in a boat with a shark? Seriously. And then she was like, oh, but please don't call it a shark attack. I'm like, girl, what do you call that? You got dragged in the water.
Almost.
She was screaming, that is a shark attack.
Maybe she was super lonely and wanted to take a selfie.
Doing it for social media. Look what happens.
That's exactly
Lost
right.
a finger.
How stupid is that? Come on,
Come
Darren.
on. It's a shark. I don't care.
I will say this. In
Hawaii.
In Hawaii. Let's go back to Hawaii. No, but I mean, I was saying, like, what's the coolest scar you could ever have? And that would be shark bite. Not that you should ever want one, but if you're like at a party and so, hey, how'd you get that scar? If you say shark bite, you're a legend.
Yeah.
You know, that's funny you say that. My buddy in high school had a huge horseshoe scar.
Wow.
He told every girl that it was a shark bite, and they all bit it. No pun intended. They're so,
Really?
oh, you're kidding me. Oh, my gosh, really? What happened?
And it was like a tricycle accident.
Oh, it's like having a great puppy. Having a cute puppy when you're walking down the
But how
street.
did he really get the scar?
He ran into a piece of rebar doing some work in his backyard.
Boring.
Yeah, not as fun. I'm like, yeah.
All right, our next hot topic, I love this story. A bear living its best life. The bear wandered into a California backyard Friday and promptly jumped into a hot tub. And then it drank a margarita and took a 2-hour nap in a tree before eventually wandering off. This bear is the summer hero. Look at this thing. It's in the hot tub.
Fun.
And then later it spilled over a margarita, sucked that down, and then took a nap. This is awesome.
That's all so
That's
cool.
like my dream day. Right there.
Look at
a
that
lot of
thing.
booze.
That's
I'm like,
funny.
bears need booze too, I guess.
I know.
And the best news is he wandered off. So they didn't have to, like, some story about him having to get trapped and
I
taken.
know.
He just
Or
went back
taken
to his
away.
life.
And how many times have I drank a margarita off the ground? Many times. Spill it. I just,
I saw it on social media. I saw that Facebook post. No, just
That's
kidding.
right.
You're like, let me get some.
All right, guys. Hey, have a good weekend.
We will.
Darren,
Thanks, you too.
Tammy,
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
All
thanks for
right,
having us.
glad you're here. All right, Seattle Refined is just getting started. Coming up, murder and mystery in a small town America. Sharp Objects is one of the most hotly anticipated TV events of the summer. We sit down with one of the stars of the miniseries, Christopher Messina, when we come back.
I dream about that.
Welcome back to Seattle Refined in our TGIF edition. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, one of the biggest TV events of the summer kicks off Sunday night. That's when the new miniseries Sharp Objects debuts.
Come on, you know I'm going to get the story one way or another. Wouldn't you rather be in control of the conversation?
That's a good line.
Maybe.
The 8-part series stars Oscar nominee Amy Adams as a newspaper reporter who returns to her small hometown to cover the murder of 2 young girls. It's based on the best-selling novel by Gillian Flynn. It also stars Chris Messina as a detective brought in to help crack the case. I visited with Chris on a recent stop in Seattle. So Chris, let's talk about Sharp Objects. This is pretty exciting for you.
Love it. I'm excited to start promoting it. I'm really super proud of it.
I got my eyes on everyone.
I play a detective, a big city detective that comes to the small town to help out. I'm not that wanted from the town. The local sheriff doesn't like my way of working. And Amy Adams' character and I, she's a reporter, we kind of start sharing stories, helping each other out, and we develop a relationship.
Or what, you got a Vickery, give him that big-eyed flirt, you throw him my way.
You worked with a lot of great actresses. Amy's one of them.
Yeah.
Jane Fonda, when you're on the newsroom. Yeah. What's that been like? And it says a lot for women. These strong women now are getting these huge roles.
It's great, and it's, I guess, really about time. I worked with Mindy Kaling on the Mindy Project, Nora Ephron on Julie and Julia.
Yeah.
Like you said, Jane and Amy. I've been really lucky. So, you know, I feel like they've all made me better as both an actor and a man. So.
And you worked with Amy before, and that helped this project, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Amy was, she had called me and said, I'm doing this project, and take a read and tell me what you think. And Jean-Marc Vallée didn't know who I was, so I came in, we read together, and we have a friendship and ease with each other, so I think that helped seal the deal.
Spreaker. It censors.
Yeah. Is this your spot?
And something like this, where the material is, it's dark, and there's a lot of pain, and there's a lot of dysfunction, especially for Amy's character. She had a lot of really complicated stuff to do. I think for her to have friends around, to you know, be a sounding board, I think that was important for her.
Did you read the novel before you took the part?
I did, yeah. I love the novel. I'm a really slow reader, and I booked through that one, and I was scared the whole time.
You couldn't put it down.
I couldn't put it down. I honestly couldn't. And Gillian Flynn, who wrote it, she wrote Gone Girl. She's an incredible writer. She also wrote on the show and helped create it. It's, you know, you go around to these places and you talk about these things, but when you love something so much, it makes it a lot easier. I'm very proud of it.
Sharp Objects debuts Sunday night on HBO. Coming up, it's heaven for car lovers. We're going to tell you where you can see dozens of Ferraris all in one place, plus the legend of the King Lulu. We take you to White Center to check out what may be the biggest burger in town. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. Well, if you love cars, plan on taking a trip to Renton this weekend. The annual Ferrari Concours d'Elegance is this Sunday, and admission is free. Dozens of Ferraris will be displayed and judged by an expert panel. There will also be food and drinks available for purchase. The event runs from 10 a.m. until 3. If you need to fuel up after a long day in the car or looking at cars, you might as well go big. And I mean big. I mean massive. Refined's John Prentice went in search of the most monstrous burger out there, and he found it at Zippy's in White Center.
I call myself a self-proclaimed burger expert, and of all of the burgers I've ever had, this one's the best.
Zippy's Giant Burgers in White Center may be at the top of the cheeseburger food chain, and the obsession runs deep.
Zippy's has been around almost 10 years. We have a lot of regulars that are, 8-9-year veterans that have been with us since the very first day. First-timers are not uncommon around here.
I'm a first-time visitor here to Zippy's. Live to the hype. The secret sauce of the tater tots, awesome.
Excellent food, sassy people at the front counter.
The aesthetic in here is freaking perfect. How did you guys come up with this?
One of the owners has a burger fetish. He has been a fan of, it all started basically with Where's the Beef Lady, if you remember her. Where's the beef?
Hey, where's the beef?
So all of this nostalgia is either a personal collection or a very large portion of it is things that customers actually bring in for us, so regulars.
This is like a burger temple.
Yes. Yes, it is definitely a burger temple.
But I didn't stop by to worship just any burger. I came to Zippy's for one thing.
So it says giant burgers out front. What's the biggest one you got?
That's the King Lulu.
That's right, the King Lulu, a towering burger with 4 patties, quadruple cheese, 8 slices of bacon, sautéed onions, and, wait for it, topped with another cheeseburger.
There's a burger on top of the burger.
That's the crown.
That's a whole lot of burger.
That one was created by one of our original staff, broiler cook. His name was Lewis, and he's a big dude. He's just tall and super sweetheart, and then he just made this big, brutal burger. We do get a lot of people who like to try to eat it by themselves. Definitely a lot of gawkers. You get a lot of people who are like, what is that? And where did that, where did that come from?
3, 2, 1, eat!
Go! If you dare, you can up the game by taking the Man Up King Lulu Challenge. You have to eat the sky-high burger plus fries, tater tots, a soda, and a milkshake. The record?
6 minutes and 11 seconds, and that was a professional eater named Max Carnage, and he is from Portland, Oregon. He demolished that thing. It was pretty disgusting in a good way, in a delicious way, I should say, but it was just...
I gotta try this thing, but baby steps for me. I'm only taking on the King Lulu. Hold the sides.
It is quite a bit of food. We have to hold it together with just kebab skewers. Quadruple cheese, 1/3 of a pound patties, 8 pieces of bacon, some chipotle mayo, and lettuce for health. And that is the King Lulu. Good luck.
Holy moly! Gee whiz! That's bigger than me!
And this isn't just a giant burger. It's delicious. I tried, but this burger got the best of me. Till next time, King Lulu. John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
Oh, man, that burger is a beast. If you want to learn more about Zippy's or some of the other awesome burgers around our area, head over to our website. Seattle Refined will be right back after this. We are just about finished with this episode of Seattle Refined. As we end the show, here are some of our favorite photos and moments of the week. Have a great Friday and a great weekend, everybody.